The SEC just did something that changes the entire crypto conversation. Not by approving everything, but by drawing a line. Most crypto assets, not securities. But how you sell, market, and structure them, that's where everything changes. And here's the part nobody is talking about. Investment contracts can actually end. Hey everyone, I'm Corey, a lawyer helping entrepreneurs decode law, technology, and innovation. In this video, we're breaking down the SEC's 2026 crypto interpretation, and more importantly, what founders actually need to do right now if you're building with tokens, staking, airdrops, or anything on-chain. Here's what we're covering: the SEC's new token taxonomy, why investment contracts can actually end, what this means for staking, wrapping, and airdrops, and a practical 30-day action plan for founders. Okay, so let's get into it. The SEC's new token taxonomy. The SEC is now grouping crypto into 5 categories: digital commodities, digital collectibles, digital tools, stable coins, and digital securities. The key shift is this: they're separating what a token is from how it is used or sold. So assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum may fall into the commodity category because their value comes from network use and supply and demand, not from a team promising to increase value. But the moment your message ties value to your team's efforts, you're potentially creating a securities transaction. Second, investment contracts can start and end. This is the biggest development. The SEC is saying that a token can be sold as part of an investment contract, but that relationship doesn't have to last forever. If your team fulfills its promises, like launching the product, open sourcing the code, or removing centralized control, the connection between your efforts and the token can break. That's what they call separation. After that, the same token may no longer be a part of a securities transaction in future trading. This creates a life cycle for tokens, not a permanent label. Okay, next, where founders get it wrong: operations. So let's look at staking. If you issue a staking receipt token, it can be treated as a simple receipt, not a security, but only if it doesn't introduce new economic rights. Wrapping. Wrap tokens are treated similarly. If they are fully redeemable one-to-one and don't change the underlying rights, they may not be securities. Let's look at airdrops. This is where most teams get exposed. If tokens are distributed for free with no expectation of work, that may not trigger a securities issue. But if users are contemplating tasks, referrals, or marketing activities to receive the tokens, that is no longer free. That can be viewed as compensation and potentially a securities transaction. Okay, so what does this actually mean for founders? This is not deregulation, it's design pressure. The SEC is effectively saying your token design matters, your communications matter, your product mechanics matter, and if your value narrative depends on your team's ongoing work, you are increasing legal risk. This is why more teams are moving towards the compliance-first architecture, designing tokens and systems that reduce reliance on centralized promises. So what you should do now for the next 30 days. Here's a practical playbook. You should classify your token under the SEC taxonomy. You should audit all public communications, such as white papers, social media, pitch decks. You need to map every distribution event, so that's sales, incentives, airdrops. There also should be a separation roadmap, how and when your team's role ends, if at all. If you don't do this now, you're building risk into your system. So here's the bottom line. The SEC is not banning crypto, they're defining it. Tokens are not automatically securities, but how you use them matters. Investment contracts can begin and they can end. And founders who design with this in mind will have a major advantage. Join me on the path to decoding law, technology, and innovation to grow your business. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time.